Serious tough acts to follow. My name is Derek Maxwell. I've been the principal at Winder-Barrow High School for about 3.5 weeks. So I haven't had the pure pleasure of getting to know our student and staff as well as I would have liked to. I met Lauren the first time probably a week ago when we called up the top 10 students. And I do this every time we have a great event like this. I have to slap myself and say, you've got to figure out a way to get to know the other side of students sometimes. Because in the principal and assistant role, occasionally, we kind of get in a rut of dealing with students who are experiencing problems, and the same as counselors, where we're dealing with students in crisis and in struggles, and we forget about the vast majority of students making good choices and the top students making the best choices. So it reinvigorated myself in that I have to get to know more Laurens. And I have to get to know more, and make it a point to spend time with the students who really could run the school without you. And so thank you, Lauren, for being one of those leaders. Thank you to her star teacher, Miss Stephanie Britt, who I have got to spend some time with in various roles in my transition, and we know a lot of folks from back in the day. But she is kind of the perfect blend of the old school, boom, boom, boom teacher, spin around, she's being fun and crazy, spin back around. So it's rare that you find that kind of a blend where someone can have such the old school values and still be such a strong presence and such an innovative teacher. So congratulations you guys, to all the star students and teachers. Congratulations, Mr. Muldrow. I've had the pleasure of working with him before. And Kelly, you're right, he is a great person to be around, I promise you that. And so this time I'm going to invite Miss Lauren up to say some things about Miss Britt. And congratulations to Lauren and her family. Congratulations.
So first, I would like to thank Mr. Maxwell for that great introduction, and also Mr. Peppers, my counselor, who is in attendance today, for always supporting me my past 4 years and to get to where I am. So I have the great honor of introducing Miss Britt. So Miss Britt is my calculus teacher, and so I'm sure when you hear calculus, a lot of people want to run away. So calculus is actually my favorite subject. I've always been a math person, so when I finally got to take calculus my junior year, I was so excited. I didn't even think who the teacher was. I was just ready to learn math, but then I got to have Miss Britt, and she is the best math teacher I have ever had. She makes math fun, but as Mr. Maxwell said, she gets things done. She knows how to teach the material and get us to know it, but also not hate the subject. So I really have enjoyed taking her classes. I'm actually in AP Calculus with her right now, and it's just been a complete joy to have her as a teacher. Even when I didn't have her as a teacher last semester, I went to her when I was struggling in a different math class I was taking, and she was there to help. And that just shows the kind of teacher she is. And another example is today, or yesterday, one of my friends asked her, can you tutor my little sister in geometry because she's really struggling? And Ms. Britt doesn't teach geometry. She teaches calculus and pre-calculus. But she sure said yes. She didn't say, oh, could she go to her teacher? She said yes, like I'll help in any way I can. So thank you, Ms. Britt, for the amazing years of calculus. Really have loved the class and her spirit that she brings to the subject. So without further ado, Ms. Britt.
So nervous. I brought a speech, brought my glasses. I will not be reading the speech. I'm not good at that. I try to think I am, but I'm more off-the-cuff kind of person. It's the way I teach too. I have my little notes and they stay there forever. Having Lauren, knowing as a junior coming into calculus, was nervous because she knew where she was going. If you can ask Corey Peppers, she doesn't need our guidance. She knows what she's doing walking in the door. She has a mindset, and I had to get her ready for Georgia Tech. Oh, she knew she was going there, and I was like, all right, I got to get you prepared to know calculus walking into Georgia Tech, and they can't say anything about Winder-Barrow High School. They can say that this person learned very well from a great teacher because I want to be known everywhere. Just kidding. I want to know that my students can go to any math class in any university and be set. walking in the door, it doesn't matter if they take the AP class, take the AP test, that they can walk in the door and go, I got this, whether my teacher in college is good or not. So that's my goal in teaching. But she made it so much easier. It is hard having a math class, which everybody hates. And they walk in the door, but she loved it. She loved being there. She had the answers. She was ready to talk about problems that I wasn't ready to talk about because I assumed I was still answering questions on 1 and 2. She'd made it to 5. We only have 6 questions on a test, so that's a big deal to get there. And I was just like, yes, she's so excited. She would ask me questions from some of her college classes, and I just loved knowing that we could have these adult, mature conversations about math. Nobody wants to talk about that, but Lauren did, and she came back for more. That was a big deal for me. So she inspires me to be a better teacher, to know that there are still students out there that I can make a difference with, even if they're not in calculus, if they're in the lower level maths. They're not all the way at the high end, because I work with both levels, but it's nice and refreshing to have somebody who appreciates what I can do, what I can give them, or what I can't, just to be there for them. So it is my honor that she picked me as a star teacher, and that is my blessing. Thank you, Lauren.